Hello, and welcome to tonight's performance of Rockin' the Jayhawk 3. My name is Erin Renier, and I am the director of the Topeka Cello Collective. Tonight, you are in for a real treat. 36 cellos plus electric guitar and drums playing rock music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. We are fortunate to have this opportunity to perform for you thanks to the historic Jayhawk Theatre and Azura Credit Union. So sit back and enjoy the show.
I love that Azura offers a way to give back to the community.
The Community Impact Card is a debit card that you can get with any of our checking accounts.
It's something you can do and not have to think about it.
I'm spending money, and Azura contributes to the community on my behalf.
Every time a member swipes their card, Azura donates 5 cents to a charity of their choice.
Don't think twice. It's as easy as going in, opening an account, and getting the card.
The Community Impact Card is available with all of Azura's checking accounts. Open yours today.
Queen guitarist Brian May wrote this foot-stomping, hand-clapping anthem after having a dream about it. He remembered a gig where the crowd chanted the Liverpool Football Club anthem as the band left the stage. May said, "I went to bed thinking, what could we ask them to do?" The famous anthem still used in many sporting events today did not have any drums. The percussive anthem is the sound of stomping and clamping by the band, sound engineers, roadies, and Queen's tea lady Betty. We are fortunate enough to capture the sound perfectly, recording in an abandoned church while standing on old floorboards.
After being kicked out of the band Black Sabbath in 1979, Ozzy Osbourne's career looked bleak. Living the typical rock star lifestyle, Osbourne was difficult to work with and manage. Guitarist Randy Rhoads and bassist Bob Daisley were willing to take the chance to collaborate with the unpredictable British rock star. Crazy Train became a top-selling hit off Ozzy's first solo album, not just because of Ozzy's lyrics and distinguishable singing style, but also because of Rhoads' ferocious neoclassic guitar technique. Unfortunately, this chemistry did not last, surprisingly not because of Ozzy's behavior, but due to the tragic death of Randy Rhoads in a plane crash in 1982.
In 1976, Dirty Deeds was the title track of the third album from Australian hard rockers AC/DC and would become one of the band's most famous songs. Its narrator invites people experiencing problems to either call him on 36 24 36. The term Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap is homage to the cartoon Beanie and Cecile, which guitarist Angus Young watched when he was a child. One of the cartoon's characters was named Dishonest John and carried a business card that read, "Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, special rates for Sundays and holidays." In 1981, after the album was released in the U.S., Norman and Marilyn White of Libertyville, Illinois, filed a $250,000 lawsuit in Lake County, Illinois Circuit Court against the Atlantic Records and its distributors because they alleged their telephone number was included in the song, resulting in hundreds of prank phone calls. Their attorney told the Chicago Tribune that the song's 36, 24, 36 digits were followed by what to his client sounded like an 8, thus creating the couple's phone number.
The White Stripes were a garage-style American rock duo from Detroit. Singer and guitarist Jack White, being the more prominent musician in the group, created most of the band's music, while Meg White played the drums and preferred not to be in the spotlight. Seven Nation Army is driven by a riff that resembles the sound of a bass guitar. To create this sound, White connected a semi-acoustic guitar to a Digitech whammy pedal, a pitch shift effect, lowering the pitch by an octave. The song's title originated from Jack's mispronunciation of Salvation Army as a child. Because of the driving bass drum beat and catchy opening riff, Seven Nation Army has become a sports anthem, commonly appearing in audience chants in which a series of O sounds or the name of an athlete is sung to the tune of the song's riff.
Because I can't forget.
Blitzkrieg Bop is a song by the American punk rock band Ramones. It was released as the band's debut single in 1976 in the United States. Blitzkrieg Bop is named after the German World War II tactic Blitzkrieg, which means lightning war. The song is in no ways political, but more of a rally cry song they used in concerts to rev up their audience. Singer Joey Ramone explained that at the time, even though they were a punk rock band, they really liked bubblegum music. The song Saturday Night by the Bay City Rollers had a great chant, so they created their own version with Hey, Ho, Let's Go.
Hey, oh, let's go.
The song was originally played at a very fast tempo, roughly 177 beats per minute. When the band performed the song live, they started to play at even faster tempos, gradually increasing the speed throughout their career. At the band's final show, they played the song at an extremely fast tempo, well above 200 beats per minute.
I Wanna Rock tapped into the psyche of kids who felt besieged by pressure from parents and teachers to conform to societal norms and behave themselves. Written by Twisted Sister's lead singer Dee Snider, Snider studied how other metal bands like Iron Maiden and AC/DC formed songs with an anthem quality, a repeated simplified lyric, driving beat, and metal guitar riffs. He knew if he could create an anthem theme, he would have a hit. Since the 80s were also the time of creation of music videos in MTV, Twisted Sister jumped at the chance of using videos as a way of reaching an audience. The music video features Mark Metcalf, who played Niedermeyer in the movie Animal House, who starred in the first Twisted Sister video, We're Not Gonna Take It. Once again, in an extended scene before the song starts, he reprises his role recreating a famous scene where he yells, "What do you want to do with your life?" with the kid giving the same retort, "I wanna rock."
As many of you, I'm sure, already know, Kerry Livgren, former member of the band, wrote the song Dust in the Wind, a song he put together from a finger-picking exercise. This song not only has had a huge impact on the band, but has touched millions around the world. And now, Dust in the Wind, performed by the Cello Quartet.
Should I Stay or Should I Go is a song by English punk rock band The Clash from their album Combat Rock, written in 1981 and featuring Mick Jones on lead vocals. In the United States, Should I Stay or Should I Go charted on the Billboard's Hot 100 without reaching the top 40. This song received greater attention nearly a decade later as a result of an early 1990s Levi Jeans commercial. Historically, the band's rejected companies requesting to use their songs to advertise products like Dr. Pepper and British Telecom. Then in the early 1990s, the company Levi's asked for the band member permission to use their songs for a jeans commercial for the British audience, despite the band often prioritizing creativity and idealism over commercial exploitation. The band members left the decision to the main songwriter Mick Jones, who approved the permission, rationalizing that Levi jeans have been part of rock band music culture rather than something object to moral grounds.
I Love Rock and Roll was originally recorded and released by the Arrows in 1975. Songwriter Alan Murrell wrote the song as a knee-jerk response to the Rolling Stones' "It's only rock and roll, but I like it." They produced it on the B-side of one of their singles, and it never gained much attention. Joan Jett saw the Arrows perform I Love Rock and Roll in their weekly UK television series Arrows while she was touring England with the Runaways in 1976. She re-recorded the song with her new band, the Blackhearts, several years later. This became a US Billboard Hot 100 #1 single for 7 weeks.
Sweet Child O' Mine is a song by American rock band Guns N' Roses. Guitarist Slash has been quoted having an initial disdain for the song due to its roots as simply a string-skipping exercise and a joke at the time. During a jam session at the band's house, drummer Steve Adler and Slash were warming up, and Slash began to play a circus melody while making faces at Adler. Rhythm guitarist Izzy Stradlin asked Slash to play it again. Stradlin came up with some chords, Duff McKagan created a bass line, and Adler planted a beat. Slash said, "Within an hour, my guitar exercise had become something else." Lead singer Axl Rose was listening to the musicians upstairs in his room and was inspired to write lyrics, which he completed by the following afternoon. When the band recorded demos with producer Spencer Proffer, he suggested adding a breakdown at the song's end. The musicians agreed, but were not sure what to do. Listening to the demo in a loop, Rose started saying to himself, "Where do we go now? Where do we go now?" And Proffer suggested that he sing that.
We're Not Gonna Take It is a song written by the American hair metal band Twisted Sister from their album Stay Hungry. It was released as a single with You Can't Stop Rock and Roll as the B-side on April 27, 1984. The single reached number 21 on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart, making it Twisted Sister's only top 40 single. We're Not Gonna Take It was written by vocalist Dee Snider. As influences for the song, he cites the glam rock band Slade and the Christmas carol O Come All Ye Faithful. If you listen closely to the verse, you can pick out the O Come All Ye Faithful hymn melodic progression hidden within.
Son was written by Kansas guitarist Kerry Livgren. According to Livgren, the song was not written to express anything specifically religious, though it certainly expresses spiritual searching and other ideas. Livgren became an evangelical Christian in 1980 and has said that his songwriting to that point was all about searching. Regarding this song, he explained, "I felt a profound urge to carry on and continue the search. I saw myself as a wayward son, alienated from the ultimate reality, and yet striving to know it or him. The positive note at the end, 'Surely heaven waits for you,' seemed strange and premature, but I felt impelled to include it in the lyrics. It proved to be prophetic."
Welcome to the Jayhawk Theatre. We're thrilled to be here and to present the Topeka Cello Collective, Rockin' the Jayhawk 3. We hope you're enjoying the show. The 1926 Jayhawks stopped having live in-person awareness events last spring, but we know we had to pivot in how we do things. Jayhawk Theatre Live is our response to this pandemic. We've created a way to safely present the arts to the community by live streaming our events. This would not be possible without a grant from the Kansas Creative Arts and Industries Commission and the National Endowment for the Arts, along with matching dollars from many of our donors. And special thanks to our event sponsor, Azura Credit Union. I also want to thank Dave and Carolyn Seaman with Dave's Lights. Their professional support with lighting and stage improvements has made it possible to pull off a show like this. Finally, I want to thank Carice Mapes of 785 Magazine. Carice blazed the path about how to present live music for our audiences, and she has been an invaluable to us as we learn and grow Jayhawk Theatre Live. Tonight, we have viewers from more than 15 states, from California to Connecticut. We're thrilled to have you with us. Of course, communities all across the state of Kansas are tuning in as well. 40 zip codes across Kansas. A shout out to the greater Kansas City region, Lawrence, Manhattan, Topeka, and beyond. Thank you for your ongoing commitment that helps support additional Jayhawk Theatre Live programming, keeping the arts and entertainment alive in the Northeast Kansas and beyond. Welcome all, and thank you.
Kashmir is a song by the English rock band Led Zeppelin, included on their 1975 album, Physical Graffiti. It was written by Jimmy Page and Robert Plant over a period of 3 years. The song became a concert staple, performed by the band at almost every concert after its release. It has been described as one of Led Zeppelin's 2 most overtly progressive epics, the other being Stairway to Heaven. The earliest version of the song was born from a session involving just Page and drummer John Bonham. Page played Bonham a riff he had been working on and wanted to try out, and Bonham loved it. Bonham lays down the drum track in a solid 4/4 backbeat foundation, for the complex string arrangement to play over in 3/4, giving the song a distinct polymetric feel, which adds to the intensity of the track. Towards the end of the song, Bonham's lightning-fast drum fills blur the song into controlled chaos, providing a sort of climax to it, and adding a relief at the finish, making you feel like you've been on a journey, not only lyrically, but musically as well.
We understand that life has changes and doesn't slow down.
Do you think I should get bangs?
Nah.
And that it should be easy to help you when you need it.
What should I have for breakfast?
Cereal?
That's why we're glad to be at your fingertips.
So what kind of checking account do you think I need?
Now that I can help with.
Whether you know us from the drive-thru lane, the lobby, online, or through your screen, we love helping you and our community. Azure Credit Union is above and beyond banking.